Throughout this unit, we will be studying several different ways of examining different types of data. But we are going to start with the ones that you guys are more familiar with. So the first one that we're going to look at or define is the mean. Now, if you guys continue on to stats, the mean is usually represented with what we call the X bar, but it's really just what you guys know to be the average of all your data values. So if you guys can reword this in a way that you'll remember it, you don't have to copy down every single word. But it's just the average of your data values. So if you guys remember, to find the average, that's when you add up all the data values you have and divide them by the number of data values that there are. So if there were 10 data values, you'd add all 10 of them up, get that sum, and then divide by 10. So the mean or the average are the same thing. Now the median is the middle. So it's the middle data value, but it's important that it's only the middle when you have your data in order from least to greatest. If they're not in order from least to greatest, you can't really truly see where the middle of your data set is. So if there were to be two numbers in the middle, so say it's an even number of data values, then you guys just have to find the middle of those two values. So in that case, you would add them, and that's supposed to be divide by 2. So add those two numbers up, divide by 2, and you're essentially just finding the average of them. The mode is the data value that occurs the most number of times. So sometimes you might have a number that occurs twice and one number that occurs 4 times. Just because it occurs more than once doesn't mean it's the mode. It's the value that occurs the most. So the number that occurs 4 times is going to be the mode. Now, in some cases, there could be no number that occurs more than once, or there could be more than one number that occurs the same number of times. Either is possible. So then the last one is the range, and that's the difference between the highest and lowest data values. So you just take the highest and subtract the lowest.